claim workshop at Billings Homestead, which means two things. Means number one, we're going to have a bunch of enemies of some sort here. They'll all have a little diamond floating over their heads so you can keep track of where they are. And number two, this is a location that can be taken over. It looks like somebody was through here real recently because none of the enemies are spawning. But a lot of times it's like ghouls or mole rats or something like that. But you should be able to see out through the wall. There's a diamond floating out there.
Yeah, I do see him.
All right, that's the spot that we wanna go over to. All right, this is a workbench, and this is what they want a person to claim if they're gonna claim someplace like this. And it'll cost you a few caps to do it. And once you claim it, this thing that's on the right side here will ratchet up the pole and lock into place.
Let me
right,
check.
wave two
I think I do.
Going pretty quick here.
Just be ready for them. Yeah, here they are.
Yep. Yep, they're coming. Come on, you mole rat bastard, you.
Ooh, I'm getting some lag here. Ooh, that's a rabid one. Oh.
Yep.
He's a level 7. Ow. Bastard.
And equals will activate one of your stim packs to heal you up if you're hurting too bad. I've actually got to eat something quick. Have me some canned dog food. Canned dog food.
Just like Mom used to make, huh?
Yep, just like exactly. I did mention we do report.
Don't you dare attack them.
All right, we'll have one more wave, and once we clear that last wave, actually we'll want to come down here to the equipment because that's what they're going to go for usually. I'm really surprised they came after us. Very quickly. They come to attack the equipment.
Yeah. Well, here they are.
Here, yep, here they are. And hopefully this will get Bunny to level 5.
I've got
Bingo! Awesome. That means I've got some goodies for you. Alright, that should have been the last wave. In just a moment, we'll get a pop-up. There we go. Event Defend Billings Homestead. And we'll get some rewards.
Awesome.
Should list them in just a second here in the top center of the screen. There you go.
Ooh, we got plan for dressers. I did anyway.
Yep, you'll usually get a plan. You'll get some stim packs and some other goodies of the sort. Let's see here now. What was it that I had that was oh yes. I got something for Bunny. Get over here where I can drop it. When you drop items, they will appear basically in a brown paper bag. So I've got a couple things I'm going to drop here.
There's some crystal outcropping over here. I could put one there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And all right, so
oh my god. Oh
some
my.
goodies.
Goodies, all right.
Let's see here.
Marksman's armor piercing hunting rifle.
Yep, that uses
I want that.
That uses 308 caliber.
Serrated machete. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's level 5, whereas your machete you currently got is probably only level 1. And the serrated machete does more damage. The combat knife and the Bowie knife are fast weapons. They do less damage, but they strike faster. So I figured that way it'd give you some options.
Wow.
That's
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, well, this is my favorite right here. This is my spear. His name is Gnunting.
Cool.
And
awesome.
me and Gnunting have seen much of the world together. That's for sure. But
awesome.
this spear does 102 damage. My black powder rifle does 252 damage.
Wow.
But that right there, what's nice about that rifle you just picked up is with the armor piercing, it means it ignores like 25% of the armor rating of the enemy you shoot at, which is really handy, especially if you end up running into like some super mutants, because they're generally fairly well armored. And if we can get the material, which should not be hard at all, I can get a scope on there for you. We'll get a full-length barrel and a scope on it and a suppressor, and then you will have something that looks like this.
There's the crystal one.
It's beautiful.
Well, and not only is it beautiful, but it's quiet.
Yeah, sweet.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to have you put down one of these units so that you understand how it worked, and then I'm going to put down a weapons bench, and hopefully we can upgrade that rifle for you. Alrighty, so you will come on over to here. You will hold down V, and then using Z and C, you'll go across to resources. Alright, and when you hit resources, and you'll have the list on the left side of the screen, and you use your up and down arrows to scroll through them. And the correct one, which is the gold extractor, will turn green and lock into the spot where the pit is.
Okay, yep. Done them.
Alright. And then I believe it's E to build.
There you go.
There you go. And then use Z to go back across until you hit generators. And it's the second generator from the top that is the big guy.
He's locked. He's locked for me.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay because I've got the one that produces 5, so we'll drop 2 of those down. Yeah, I don't know when I picked it up, but I've got the 100 power generator and didn't even know I had it.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
All right. So now what you're going to do is still in that state, okay, still in the building state.
Yeah.
You're going to hit tab, and what that's going to do is that's switch to modify. Okay?
Yep.
And if you highlight the right-hand generator, you should see at the bottom it says space attach wire.
Yep.
All right?
Did that.
So, yep. And so if you, whoops. Hang on one second. I got to get the second one down. I had it there, but I think either you just picked it up or I just picked it up.
Oh. Oops.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all right. So you'll wait till it highlights green. All right. And then you'll tap space, and now when you move, you'll see it'll draw out a black wire. And that, or well, the wire will be red if it's not attached to anything. And you're just going to draw that across until it links to the generator next to it. So basically, it'll link to the front of that generator, and once it links, just tap space again.
It's coming out as red. It's like that's not.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be red until it finds a connection point, and then it'll change to green. There you go. Okay. Now, this one over here, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to highlight it. You want to come over on this side. You're going to highlight this generator. You're going to pull a wire off of it over to the big unit here. And again, it'll be red until it links. When it links, it turns green. You tap the space bar again. There you go. That's how wiring is done in the game. And when you build a base, you'll be able to set up a generator and then put up connector points inside your base and then run wire through those connector points.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, that's how we lit up our place.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then, of course, escape will get you out of the building menu.
Wow.
Now, if you look in these, you'll already see in here there's got gold scrap in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
So, like, someone else will come along, but they won't be able to get into the...
Well, and that's the last thing I'm going to show you. If you come on over here to this one with the copper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and hold V to go into building mode again. Once you're in building mode again, you're going to hit tab to change to modify. And when you highlight this, if you look at the very bottom left, it'll say F, lock.
Oh, only the owner can lock objects. That's what it says.
Oh, okay. You'll have to do it on the one that you placed then. It might be that because I claim the workbench, I'm the only one who can put a lock on them. But we can put a lock on these that people have to have lock picking 3 in order to pick them and pull them out. But because you put this one down, you might be able to lock this one.
I can't lock my... Well, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. And I can lock it to level 3 as well.
You can lock
Yep.
that one.
So when you select lock, you're going to get the pop-up in the top left. The very top one is to remove a lock, and then going down it's the different levels of lock-picking difficulty, 0, 1, 2, and 3, with 3 being the most difficult. So go ahead and put a level 3 lock on there.
Mm-hmm.
And now only those of us who are part of the party will be able to access that.
Cool. Okay, good.
How long can we have this set up like this? For a while?
As
or?
long as I am online, it will remain.
That's cool.
Once I log out, then all of this will no longer be under my control.
Hmm.
And
Too bad. It could really, you could really get a lot.
now the thing that's cool is, let's say I had to go, I could log out and leave. One of the two of you would be made party leader, and this would still be under your control.
Alright.
But at some point, we will have another wave of attacks. This time it'll probably be either ghouls or dogs. So we're going to set up some defenses.
What do you think, Dula?
Well, first thing we're going to do is go to turrets and traps. And we're going to set up a turret here.
Let me see.
And we'll do that for each of these.
Yeah, I can't. I can only do the first level of turrets still.
Yeah, that's the same thing that I'm doing. Now, there's a budget for placed items, and we've still got a long way to go before we're anywhere near that budget. But I mean, we could build an entire base here while we were doing this. You know, if we had plans to be here a real long time.
I got one up on the porch too, Dula.
All right. So there we go. We've got a couple of turrets for each location, and then out here in the field, going to defenses. I'm going to put this guy up. And that gives us an elevated platform to be able to see everything while we're waiting to defend this if we need to.
Yep.
And then to ensure that we've got a little bit of protection in case it is something like super mutants.
You're putting a wall up?
Yeah, we'll put those there. And then if we crouch, see we've got some protection. All right, so now that we have gotten that done, we're gonna do a couple more useful things here. The first is we're going to come on over here and we're going to put a stash box down.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Oh wow, what the hell?
That's the one that I got with my Adams. It's a Nuka-Cola stash box.
I like that.
So it's nice.
And then,
Also, each person has their own... I mean, every time you look in the stash box, it's going to be your stuff, not mine or his.
I'll put down a cooking fire.
Oh, good, because I got to cook some stuff.
Yep. And let's get down a weapons bench. And we'll put down an armor bench. Come on. There you go. Right here in the paper bag.
Oh my god! Thank you!
There. Now you're ready for the wasteland. At least at a distance.
Awesome.
Yep, close. You'll have to rely on your own capacity. But
There you go.
Yep.
Now you're ready to rock and roll.
Yep.
Wow. Awesome.
And now that you have such a shiny new toy, I would imagine you're probably dying to use it to poke a hole in something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it just so happens that I know of some individuals who seriously need a hole poked in them just a short distance down the road.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's go.
Because we've got a little time before the next attack happens, and we've got locks on these, so we can afford to step away for a few minutes now.
Yeah, you definitely want to get that copper that we're going to be mining.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a phosphorus one here, isn't there?
Yep, phosphate.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll want to move to a crouch. Make sure you're reloaded. I gotta drink a little water here. I keep drinking like the minimum needed. Keep drinking like the minimum I need to make it through.
Stay hydrated. It's always important to be hydrated now.
Generally about it. There we go. Razor green soup. Save the day.
That stuff's great because it's something to eat and hydrates you at the same time.
Yep. Yep. Nothing like a little gruel.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. There's usually some rounds here.
Some... Yep.
Alright. So just ahead here on the left side, we've got a graveyard. Usually whatever it is that's hanging out in the graveyard will come out and harass you if you pass them on the road.
I hope it's not blowflies. I really hate those.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly. I'm getting out my shotgun just in case. Bloat flies are giant flies that shoot their maggots at you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really gross.
Yeah, they're definitely not winning any popularity contests.
Yeah, that's not making me want to play this game, Dula.
But
I think you'd like it. You like crafting, you enjoy this. Now, there's something over there and it sounds insectoid.
yeah, we may have ticks is all.
I can deal with
Yep.
ticks. Ticks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ticks.
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
Up the hill there's a church, and
There he is, I see him.
yep, come to say hello. Ooh, he's level 16.
Damn! He's done. Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, the wretched ticks are usually quite a bit tougher than the other ones.
I'll tell you, man.
But yeah, we'll duck into the church on the way back. In fact, we'll have two spots that we hit on the way back. But since whatever was in here was going to come out and harass us anyway, I figured we might as well.
God bless it! Another one. Bastard. He had a stim pack on him though.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No.
Yeah,
Alright.
me too. For me too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need to take a little bit of food for that one. That actually hurt.
Yep. Oh, he was level 16?
Yeah. Sure was. Might as well take a little diluted rat away. Get rid of my radiation.
Alrighty, so like I say, up the hill there's a church. We'll check that out on the way back. And coming up on the right-hand side is the Ohio River Experience, which is another spot we'll hit on our way back. Where we're headed to is Lewis and Sons Greenhouse.
Yeah, Lewis and Sons is not, they're not too friendly.
Alright, so we've got a crashed vertibot up here. That particular location where that crash is, you kind of never know what's going to be there. Sometimes it'll be a crashed vertibot, sometimes it'll be a tent, sometimes it'll be just a group of random ghouls. It's one of the locations like where all those ghouls were when we first came in, Hawk, at the campsite.
Yeah.
That has a random spawn based on the map itself. But we have got ghouls down there in the road. It's time for you to use that long distance firearm of yours.
Oh, hell yeah. Test it out.
Remember, hold Alt.
Nice.
There you go.
Jesus.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Whoops, what was that?
Oh, here they come.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Damn,
We got 3 more.
she is good. Oh, okay, they're getting a little too close for comfort here.
Yep.
Like she needed our help.
Oh, I did, but
Not really.
that was
And-
fun.
And like I say, ghouls are usually worth checking because a lot of times they'll have Radaway, Radex, duct tape,
Stim
You know.
packs.
stim packs. Yeah, very useful things. All right, check your reloads. R to reload. Okay, so once you go ahead and loot those guys, because we got a couple,
And,
or at least one here.
and Fallout 4, they,
Canister on him. All right.
nothing for me.
Let's slip around the backside of this gizmo here, and you should be able to see that there is a broken down gray house partway up the hill there.
Yep.
All right, there are going to be 2 enemy inside that house. Then to the right, straight out from us, there's a greenhouse. There's going to be 2 or 3 inside that greenhouse. And then on the other side of that greenhouse, there's a barn, and that barn's going to have 3 or 4 enemies over there. So the first thing we're going to need to do is to clear this little gray house here. So we're going to stay in our crouch, and we're just going to circle around to the side of it here and take care of this.
I think they
Those
saw
shots
us.
coming. Well, no, those shots are coming from back behind us at the church. So there's something going on over at the church.
I hear them.
Yep.
I just don't see them yet.
One will be in that front right-hand corner, and one
There he
will be
is.
towards the back left-hand corner. Nice shot.
Damn.
The next one is going to be, like I say, at the front right corner. So you'll want to push up on this side of this tree, probably to get eyes on him. Probably all the way over here. Now he'll be standing there, stock still. He'll look like a statue, like those still bodies that you see that with the green glow. But he is very alive. He's just in hibernation. If I scoot over and you go to step up right next to me, you'll see him. He's standing there with his hands held up on either side of his head.
Yeah, I see him.
Got eyes on him.
Yep.
And he's down.
All right. And there's one more. One more in the window. He's right straight in.
Can't see him.
There we go. I took him. That's all right. All right. So now that we've cleared that, we'll slip in here and loot him. There might... Oh, yep. We've got a couple more in here. It must be because there's so many of us. I'll take care of this guy. There we go. All right. These guys are always good for tons of ammo and firearms. So since breaking down firearms gives us the mods to upgrade other firearms, you know, the knowledge about those mods, this is a great resource. The Lewis & Sons over here is a great place to come and get ammo and to get firearms to break down so that you can learn your mods.
Also, it's a good place to get cement if you need cement to build your structure.
Yeah, and there's a teddy bear inside a cooking pot inside the stove there for some reason.
Yeah, it's always there. I don't know why.